This story will take you on an exciting journey. Let's begin. Elon Musk had an important job in the government, but this week he suddenly stopped working there. This surprised many people. His job was in a new part of the government. This new department was started by President Trump. Its name was the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE for short. President Trump shared the news at a big public meeting. He thanked Elon Musk in front of many people. Mr. B. Trump said Musk was a good patriot who helped the country a lot. He said Musk worked very hard and that people had treated him unfairly. The president also said that Musk did an excellent job and helped the government save a lot of money. Elon Musk also gave thanks. He thanked the president and his team for giving him the chance to serve. It looked like a friendly and respectful goodbye. But the news was not good for Elon Musk's company, Tesla. Tesla makes electric cars. When people found out that Musk had left his government job, the price of Tesla's shares went down. Shares are small pieces of a company that people can buy or sell. The price of those shares dropped quickly, about 5% on the first day of May. This drop canceled out the small gains the shares had made before. And it wasn't just Tesla's shares that went down. The whole stock market had a bad day. The stock market is the place where people buy and sell shares from many companies. Large stock groups like the Dow Jones and the S&P 500 also lost value on that day. People who watch and study the stock market said there were two main reasons for the fall. 1. Elon Musk leaving his government job. 2. New government rules about international trade. These two things made many investors feel nervous. Musk's sudden departure from his government job felt strange to many. Just a short time earlier, on April 22nd, Musk had told the public that he would spend less time on his government work starting in May. But leaving completely? That felt too quick. People did not expect him to leave so soon. It all happened so quickly, especially after President Trump had just praised him. This story will help you understand why Elon Musk took the government job, what he did while he was working there, and why he left so suddenly. It will also explain the problems that started for Tesla and the stock market after he left. Let's begin with the new job. After Elon Musk left his earlier government position, President Trump made a big change. On January 20th, 2025, the president signed an executive order to create a new government office. Its full name was the Department of Government Efficiency, but most people called it DOGE for short. This new department came from an older one called the U.S. Digital Service. But DOGE was much bigger and had more power. Its main job was to help the government save money. It was supposed to find the places where too much money was being spent and stop it. President Trump said this new office was very important to help cut waste in government spending. But for this to work, the president needed a strong leader. He picked Elon Musk to take charge of DOGE. Musk became a special government employee, which meant he didn't need approval from the Senate like most top government leaders usually do. President Trump believed that Musk, as a successful businessman, was the perfect person to help reduce the government spending. The president also showed his full support for Musk in a very public way. In March 2025, President Trump gave a big speech to Congress. He spoke about the DOGE department and what it was meant to do. Elon Musk was sitting in the audience that day. During the speech, President Trump looked at him, pointed to him, and thanked him in front of everyone watching. "He's working very hard for the country," the president said. "He's working very hard. Thank you, Elon. We appreciate it." Everyone clapped. The cameras focused on Musk. It was clear Trump was proud of him, and the DOGE project had officially begun. Musk was given the job of finding and stopping wasteful government spending. Some of that included things like foreign aid projects or money given to studies that many people thought weren't useful. Elon Musk began his new job with a lot of energy. His main task was to carefully study many government departments and programs. He had to look closely and find out where money was being used in ways that didn't help the country. President Trump gave Musk and his hand-picked team a lot of power. They had the authority to reorganize government agencies, cut the number of jobs, and even cancel contracts with private companies if they believed those contracts were a waste of money. Musk's goal was simple but bold: cut billions of dollars in government spending. This new position gave Musk a great deal of influence over how the government worked. But there was a problem. He had not been elected by the people. He had not gone through the normal process of approval by the Senate. He was just chosen by the president. And this made some people feel worried. They started to ask important questions. Is it right for one businessman who was not elected to have so much power? Can he really make such huge changes that affect millions of people, without going through the usual checks and rules? As these concerns grew, more people began to talk about whether Musk had too much control. Some wondered if his actions were even allowed under the country's laws, especially since he had not been approved through the normal process by the Senate. Now comes the part where the real changes began. Elon Musk didn't waste any time after starting his job at the Department of Government Efficiency, also called DOGE. He worked fast. He didn't wait for long meetings or slow decisions. He wanted to change the way the government worked, and he wanted to do it right away. His style was fast and strong, like a powerful storm. Very quickly, Musk's team sent out a very important message to millions of government employees. This message gave workers a serious choice. They had to promise to follow Musk's new way of working, which was faster and stricter. If they did not agree, they might lose their jobs. This choice that Musk gave the workers was called a fork-in-the-road decision, because they had to pick one of two very different paths. As a result, more than 50,000 government employees had to leave their jobs or were told to stop working. Some left by choice, while others were removed. But Musk didn't stop there. He also sent out special teams to visit many government offices and buildings. These teams were called his lieutenants. They had one mission: to look very closely at how money was being spent and how work was being done in every department. For example, one of the departments they visited was USAID, which is an office that helps other countries with food, aid, and development. Musk's team told the workers at USAID to give them all the agency's computer data so they could check every detail. Later, Musk wrote something shocking on social media. He said he was getting rid of the USAID data like someone feeding wood into a wood chipper. A wood chipper is a loud machine that turns wood into tiny pieces. This message was clear. Musk was serious about cutting down government programs, destroying old systems, and ending what he saw as wasteful behavior. He was trying to get rid of paperwork, extra steps, and slow systems, things often called bureaucracy. At a big event with many conservative leaders, Musk stepped onto the stage holding something surprising in his hands. A real chainsaw. He raised it above his head and smiled. Then he said, "This chainsaw is for bureaucracy." It was a joke, but also a message. He wanted to cut through slow, outdated parts of government. He didn't just want to make small changes. He wanted to remove entire departments if they weren't helpful. Musk's team found hundreds of government programs they believed were unnecessary. They planned to cut or completely stop many of them. Some of these included diversity offices, programs that gave help to other countries. According to Musk's plan, DOGE moved quickly. They shut down offices, ended programs, and removed workers. It all happened very fast. Musk said these cuts helped save the government a lot of money, maybe around $150 billion. But while Musk was happy, many people were not. These fast and massive changes made a lot of people feel worried, uncomfortable, and even scared. Some government experts began asking, does Elon Musk really have the legal power to do all of this? They questioned whether Musk was following the law and if his position gave him the right to make such big decisions that affected so many. People began to worry that Elon Musk was making huge changes without approval from Congress. Many believed he was moving too fast and not following the usual process. Because of this, lawsuits were filed. People went to court to try to stop Musk's plans. More than 20 technology workers from the government's digital service team all quit together. These were experts who worked on important computer systems used by the public. They wrote a public letter explaining their decision. In the letter, they said, "We will not help stop the government services that help millions of Americans." They warned that Musk's budget cuts could break important computer systems. These systems were used by schools, hospitals, and emergency services across the country. Even some high-level government officials who worked privately with Musk disagreed with the way he was doing things. They didn't speak publicly, but behind closed doors, they said they were not comfortable with his harsh methods. Complaints began to grow louder. People in the media, in courtrooms, and in public protests started asking, Is this really how we should change the government? Then, even more problems began. Musk had come in with a bold plan. He wanted to make big, fast changes at DOE. He didn't want to wait months or years. But very quickly, those plans began to run into serious trouble. Not everyone agreed with his ideas. And soon, the court system stepped in to stop some of Musk's actions. In one case, a judge in North Dakota blocked Musk's plan to shut down the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID. The judge said, Musk does not have the right to make this decision. His position was not approved by the Senate. This was a big setback for Musk's plan to cut and shut down parts of the government. Another judge in Florida also blocked Musk's plan to fire many government workers all at once. These court decisions made something clear. Musk could not do everything he wanted. At the same time, more and more government workers were unhappy with Musk's leadership. They did not like how fast the changes were happening. They didn't trust his team, and they were afraid that important government services would break or disappear. In March, more than 20 workers from the U.S. Digital Service left their jobs all at once. They wrote a letter, just like before. In it, they said, "We will not be part of a team that harms public services." They believed Musk's deep budget cuts could cause important systems to stop working, systems that helped millions of Americans every single day. But not everyone agreed with them. The White House press secretary responded to their letter by saying, "These workers are just playing politics." Still, the fact that so many experienced people were quitting showed that something was very wrong inside the government. The White House press secretary said that the workers who quit were just playing politics. But their departure showed something deeper. Many experienced people inside the government strongly disagreed with how Musk was doing things. Elon Musk also created more problems when he got involved in politics. On March 30th, there was an important election in the state of Wisconsin. Voters were choosing a new judge. Musk gave a huge amount of money, $25 million, to help one candidate win. But this plan did not work. The other side quickly told voters, Musk is a billionaire who's trying to control the government in secret. This message had a strong effect. The candidate Musk supported lost the election badly. This failure made even more people question Musk's role in the government. It showed that many citizens did not trust or support what he was doing. They saw him as a businessman stepping into politics where he didn't belong. Because of all these things, court rulings, workers quitting, and the failed election, people started thinking that Musk's time at DOE was not going well. Some wondered, is he really saving the country money or just creating chaos? News reports began to talk about the possibility that Musk might leave his government job early. There were rumors everywhere, on social media, in newspapers, and on TV. People asked, is Elon Musk quitting? Eventually, the White House gave a response. They said Musk would stay in his government job until the end of May, when his work was originally expected to finish. But the damage was done. With so many problems piling up, Musk's future in the government did not look stable anymore. His fast, dramatic changes had caused many new difficulties, for himself and for the government. Now comes the moment of big news. It was late April, and Elon Musk had a very important online meeting. He was speaking to the people who had invested money in his company, Tesla. This type of meeting is called an earnings call. It's when a company talks to investors and shares how much money they earned or lost over the past few months. The date was April 22nd. During this call, Musk surprised everyone by sharing big news. He announced that he was going to change his work schedule. Starting in May, the very next month, he said he would spend much less time working at DOGE, the government department. Elon Musk explained that starting in May, he would significantly reduce his time working for the government. This news surprised many people, but it was very important for Tesla. Why was it so important? Because Tesla, Musk's famous electric car company, was facing some problems. Recent reports showed that Tesla was not doing as well as before. The company was selling fewer cars compared to the same time last year.
Not only that, but the profit. The money Tesla kept after paying all its costs had dropped a lot. In the first 3 months of the year, Tesla's profit fell by 71%. This was a huge decrease, and it worried many people, especially investors. Investors are the people who own shares of Tesla. They care a lot about how the company is doing because it affects their money. Many investors felt concerned that Musk's job at DOGE, the government office, was part of the reason for Tesla's problems. They worried that Musk was too busy with his government work to lead Tesla properly. They felt his focus on the government job was hurting the company's performance and its reputation. Investors wanted Musk to put all his energy back into Tesla, especially since the company was facing difficulties. They thought that his government role was a big distraction. So when Musk made his announcement during the earnings call, it was exactly what many investors wanted to hear. He said he would cut back on his time at DOGE. This made investors feel hopeful again. They saw it as a sign that Musk understood Tesla needed his full attention to get back on track. Right after he made this announcement, Tesla's stock price went up a little bit during after-hours trading. This small rise showed that investors were pleased with Musk's decision to focus more on his company. Musk himself hinted that this was necessary. His words suggested he knew Tesla needed him to handle the challenges the company was facing. The company needed its leader back. This news was the first clear sign that Musk was planning to step away from his very demanding government role and focus more on the business world again. Saying goodbye. On April 30th, Elon Musk went to an important meeting at the White House. The room was full of important government people. This was a special meeting for Musk. It was his last official meeting as the leader of the DOGE office. Musk came to say goodbye to his government job. To make the goodbye a little lighter, Musk wore something funny to the meeting. He put two red hats on his head. One hat was on top of the other. He made a joke about it, saying, "Even my hat has a hat." Everyone laughed. President Trump smiled and laughed too. Trump said, "Musk is the only person who could wear two hats like that and still look good." Then, President Trump spoke to Musk in front of everyone. He thanked Musk many times for his hard work at DOGE. "We all want to thank you for your help," President Trump said. "You've really given up a lot to do this job. You've made sacrifices." Trump also said that some people had treated Musk unfairly during his time in the government. But President Trump praised Musk's results. He said Musk had done a fantastic job and helped the government save a lot of money. Musk helped cut about $150 billion in government spending, Trump said proudly. "It's no smaller than us." Musk smiled when he heard this. He even joked, saying that the number might be even bigger now, perhaps $160 billion. The people in the room clapped for Musk. Musk seemed happy with the president's words. Then it was Musk's turn to speak. He thanked President Trump and all the members of the cabinet. "It's been great working with you," Musk said simply. "I just want to say thank you." Musk added that it was a great honor for him to serve in the government job. He also said that the president's team had done a lot in their first 100 days. President Trump also said he understood that Musk needed to leave DOGE. He knew that Musk had another very important job to focus on. The president said that Musk needed time to get back to his company, Tesla. He used this as a friendly way to mention Musk's business. Everyone in the room knew that Tesla needed its main boss back. The feeling in the room was very positive and friendly. The goodbye was polite and warm. President Trump wished Musk the best for the future. This meeting marked the official end of Musk's time with DOGE. His government job had lasted just over 4 months. Now, Musk was free to put all his energy back into his company, Tesla. The goodbye at the White House was smooth, respectful, and warm. 7. Money worries. After Elon Musk left his government job at DOE, things did not get better for his company Tesla. The price of Tesla shares went down again. When Musk had announced he would leave DOE, the share price rose for a short time. But then, on May 1st, the day after his goodbye meeting, Tesla shares fell by about 5%. This dropped the small gain Tesla had made earlier. But it wasn't just Tesla that had problems. The whole stock market in the United States also went down. Both the Dow Jones and the S&P 500, two important stock market groups, closed lower that day. Experts who study the stock market were watching closely. They said there were two main reasons why investors were worried. 1. Musk leaving his government job. 2. New government rules about trade. President Trump used Musk's work to help improve his own political image. It helped show his supporters that he was trying to change Washington. However, other people felt that Musk's work was bad. They believed that he had caused a lot of problems and confusion. His fast changes led to job cuts and stopped many government programs that helped people. Some of his plans were stopped by courts. A number of government workers also left their jobs because they didn't agree with Musk. They felt that Musk was damaging important services that people depended on. So, people had very different opinions about Musk's time at DOGE. Now, Musk is back working more at his company, Tesla. Investors, the people who own shares of Tesla, are hoping this is good news. They want Musk to focus on the car company again. Tesla has its own problems. The company's sales have gone down, and it made less money than before. The stock price of Tesla has also fallen. Many investors worry that Musk's government job hurt the Tesla brand, but there are more challenges ahead for Tesla too. There are new trade rules and more competition from other electric car companies. Investors hope that Musk can find solutions, but it's not clear if he can fix everything quickly. Tesla needs to show that it can grow again and make money. The future for the DOGE office is also uncertain. The government has not said if DOGE will continue or be stopped. It's possible that other government groups will take over its work. Musk might still give advice now and then, but he doesn't have the job anymore. This story shows how business, government, and the stock market are all connected. When a famous businessman like Musk takes a government job, it can affect the company he runs. Political decisions can also change the stock market. What happened with Musk, DOGE, and Tesla is a clear example of these connections. What do you think Elon Musk should focus on now? Hey there! Just a quick second before you go. If you learned something new today, please give this video a like. Write your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It only takes a second, but it really helps us create even better English videos for you. Your support means the world to us. Thank you for sticking around until the end of the story. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss a new story. Have a wonderful day, take care, and we'll see you next time.